Hey there. Welcome to the end of Foundation Step 3 to the Wellbeing Practices lesson. And so all this great insight about the window tolerance into the window clarity, interoception, exteroception, our triggers, awe moments, expanding our window, really comes down to probably the hardest thing we can do as human beings, or one of them, is be with the unpleasant. And this is unpleasant thoughts, intrusive thoughts, unpleasant sensations, even from the slightest thing, from an itch when we meditate, not being reactive to it, to strong emotions, sensations of pain, anxiety, fear, and learning that in moments of this unpleasantness, we're able to meet it and be with it and work with it through these practices we've been going through. And then recognizing that in the middle of this unpleasantness, wow, there's also areas of, hey, things are all right. Things are cool. I feel great. I feel good, and life might be all right. And that's the shift where it gets our mind and our body, which loves to be attracted to the suffering part, or the hurt part, or the stress part, and recognizing that in the middle, even in heightened times, that fight or flight mode I described to, we can find moments of calm, peace, and clarity through our practice and the resources we have built thus far in these 3 weeks and maybe 3 months of practice, if you're going the route of practicing each foundation step for a month. And then we learned some mindful standing yoga. And mindful standing yoga is awesome because you can bring it into times of discomfort or heightening when you're outside that window, up, down, and also when we're feeling sad and just lethargic with no energy, we can do some mindful standing yoga and or a mindful walk, and this may give us some more energy. So the practices. The main practice is open awareness with pendulating. And so I do want to share about pendulating again, because to me, it was, learning the anchors was the start of it. Then from the anchors building into the body, the awareness. But then when I learned to pendulate, to come out, be with the intrusive thoughts, the severe pain, and know that there were options and resources I could do, like coming back to my anchor of my breath or sound, as I share in the readings, really allowed me, and I hope will do the same for you, this pendulating, the more we do it, the longer we sit with things, we be with, and then we work with. And the more we do this, the more we gain attention and focus. And not just that, that's where we start expanding this holding space. And recognize that maybe we can be with these things that we thought were so uncomfortable and unpleasant. And this builds resilience. And it leads into foundation step 4, where we start dealing with the root of everything, stress. And we learn to just, I say, live life a little better as we hold this unpleasantness. So it is not easy, I know that. That's why I hope in these 3 weeks, 3 months, you have connected with certain resources, the anchors, pendulating, the body awareness, to help you get through these moments. And so as you practice this week or month, remember, daily formal meditation will transform your life. If that means you have to shorten your sits, we shorten our sits. But the open awareness with pendulating is a beautiful practice. And then bringing that pendulating practice into our daily life. Then we'll do some mindful movement. So we pendulate in the morning, open awareness. Set your intentions on maybe I intend to recognize when I'm feeling outside of my window and what takes me out. And then we do some mindful movement daily. And then we check in with our intentions throughout the day as we're working, living life. And then at night we start reflecting. And at night, maybe a good way to start reflecting is do a short body scan or breathing into the body. You can do that laying down in bed or whatever, pray. And just reflect on how you did with your intentions that day. So I offer a few more intentions is seeing when you're outside of the window and then starting to recognize what pulls you out of the window throughout your day and then coming back in and then expanding out to this window of clarity. So with that, I will leave you with thank you and enjoy the practices, and I'll see you in Foundation Step 4.